This is going to be fun.
This is going to be fucked. 3, 2, 1. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to episode 15 of the pre-production meeting. I am your co-host, Josh Urquhart.
I'm the other co-host, Austin Scott.
And welcome back to week 15.
Week 15.
Of the process of us making our films. That's what this podcast is about. You're following along the process as we venture into the world of filmmaking once again. And, you go through the trials and tribulations with us and you sit down with us once a week to talk about film and everything in the industry. Austin, speaking of weeks and sitting down, how was your week this week?
10 out of 10, my friend.
Yes,
10 out of 10. I'll go into it
good.
in the progress, but a lot happened.
Yep.
And I'm keen for everything coming.
I'm keen because I don't know what's happened.
Yeah, exactly.
So I'm keen to hear about it. How about, stimulation, inspiration, and motivation-wise? How are you feeling this week?
Very, very motivated. It was, I think what helped massively was you sent me a checklist of things that needed to be done, and I just went, I am going to get as much of this done as I possibly can.
Amazing.
And each day was just full of productivity, just like progress.
That's what I like to hear. That's what we like to hear.
It was very, very good. And then there's a certain recce happening this Sunday, which I'm keen for.
Yeah.
And
I can't do that anymore, by the way.
Oh, bye-bye.
Imagine that. Yeah, you can just come into my house and take over. It's fine.
Hand me the keys to the kingdom.
I will.
Good.
It's your house. Mi casa, tu casa. Is that what the saying is?
I don't fucking
know either.
But yeah, so things are happening. Lots of things have happened, and I'm keen to get into it in the progress. What about yourself?
Look, man, been busy this week. Been working from Sunday to yesterday, basically. So I haven't had much time to do a lot this week, but I've done what I've needed to.
Good man,
so I
good man.
did have a checklist, and I did, because we're starting a bit later today, I smashed a lot out, this morning.
I saw your B-reel.
Yes, you did. Oh, yes, that's what I could talk about the progress. Sorry. Actually, no, there has been a lot going on this week.
There you go.
I'll give it a 7.5.
There you go.
7.5 because,
good.
I've given myself until November to work on this script. And, I was about to go into it. We'll go into that in the progress, so stick around, stay with us, because how every week we go through a structure. We're talking about wrap-up. We're talking about what we've seen this week. We're going to go into the progress like we usually do with our films, and then we end with the dependent variable. So, first and foremost, let's get into the wrap-up, Austin.
The wrap-up. Awesome. Well, I feel like you've got more positive things to say this week about some viewings you've had, so please...
But you know what? Speaking of, right, so like I said, we've both had real busy weeks.
Yes.
So it's been really hard to actually watch something.
Sit down and watch something,
right?
Yeah.
And I know you've had the same as me. Like the thing that I'm about to talk about, I watched this morning.
Yep.
And I'm assuming you just haven't had a chance to watch a lot of things.
The things I've watched, so I started a series 2 days ago from recommendation from Lockie. He said, dude, you need to start watching. I was like, yep, done.
I'll never trust that man with any recommendations in my life.
I trust that man with all the recommendations. He said, dude, you need to start watching it. So I started watching it. I chucked on a movie. After it, I watched a fucking quality movie and then went home and watched the most putrid piece of shit I've ever watched in my life.
Really?
And I hated it that I did it in the same night. But I'll get into that when it comes around to that. But
let's go. What's the shit putrid movie? Let's get into it. This is your individual wrap up of the week.
The fucking Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Right. Is this a sequel of some kind, or what is it, a reboot? What are we saying?
It is the most. I don't even know how this is going to make sense. It's the most piss poor attempt at a sequel / reboot / horror / slasher / violence / revenge / rebellion / influences. Oh my god!
Influences. Oh no! You hate this when they try and kind of weave in social media to these. We talked about the pod the other week.
That's a pet peeve of mine, but they didn't do that in this film. You're just made to believe that they are influencers without the, hey guys, what's going on? It's your boy. Welcome back to the vlog. Yeah. It wasn't any of that, so I'm thankful for that.
Okay, good.
That warrants half a star. The rest of the film sucks.
What did you give a half?
Half a star. The obviously the premise of the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, for anyone that doesn't know, is it's a continuation on from the iconic Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Have you seen the original? I haven't seen the original.
I watched it years ago, and it was good.
Okay.
It is good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And this is just embarrassing. One phone call to the police. This film's over in 15 minutes.
Yes, I did see your review on that on Letterboxd.
After the first kill, you call the cops. They come out there, arrest the dude, even kill him.
Yeah.
Done. Movie's
Right.
finished.
But nobody called the cops.
Nobody called the cops. Someone told somebody to call the cops. They ran onto a bus and didn't call the cops.
Do the phones just not work? Is it set in this time period?
It is set in this time period.
Okay, so
they drive out to this place in what looks like a Tesla. It's not a Tesla.
Okay.
But it's like a
electric kind of vehicle.
Yeah, electric vehicle that you can set the destination, it takes off. Anyway, that pays dividends in the ending, but that's the most piss poor ending I've ever seen.
When was it released?
This year.
This year? Was it a cinema release?
It did, I think.
Jeez.
Yeah, it did have a cinema release. Yes, it did.
What's the ratings like?
I haven't looked at the ratings. I just know that it's poor. It is actually terrible.
Was it on Netflix?
It's on Netflix, yes. Wow. The only reason why I watched this is because I heard that the violence is so over the top that it's actually entertaining. So I went, all right, sweet. It? No. Not at all.
Because you hold violence up there with the things that you have to tick off to make a good film.
Exactly right. So they cut around it. This film's rated R18+. Okay, so I was like,
perfect. Yep.
And like, there's some things that people might watch and go, "Ooh, Austin, what are you talking about? This is fucking violent." But like, I was like, seriously, this is it? And then there's just like there's no jump scares whatsoever. This is supposed to be a horror, and it's the furthest thing from it. It is laughable. The protagonists, the characters are the stupidest people you'll ever meet.
Okay.
And I can't wrap my head around. There's this one revenge plot that they have in it from the survivor of the original. She comes back all these years later.
Okay. All right.
The way that it's tied in is so stupid. But anyway, she has Leatherface dead to rights. She sneaks up on him with a shotgun, stares at him, pointing the shotgun at his face. Leatherface doesn't speak. And she goes, "Say my name." And old mate doesn't even remember her. And then he gets up, walks out. She has him dead to rights. It's a whole revenge plot. The movie ends right here and now. If you shoot him in the face,
right,
he's human. He will die. She lets him walk.
Okay. And when was this? About halfway through the film, 3/4? Or what are we saying?
Yeah, about into the third act.
That's it.
About the film ends here. Bang. I save the day.
But she doesn't.
She then goes on. And I need to add, these characters are the Terminator.
Okay.
They do not die.
That is like, and I want to weave into this in a second after you finish what you're saying about Halloween. Like, I want to kind of turn into this because I know that's coming out soon, but continue what you were saying.
These people are the Terminator. They try to play with like crafty kills and shit like that, but it just, like, you're like, oh, okay, cool, blood.
Yeah, nothing like the Prey kind of kills.
No, nothing like that. Those were
solid
Those
were
grouse. Those were absolutely grouse. Yep. But these kills, oh shit, slashed fucking face, lots of blood, dies on the floor.
Yeah.
5 minutes plays out, cut back to that person, they go, oh.
And they're awake.
Then they're awake and they walk out, then they die on the street. You're like, what? Then the chick with I'm just going to spoil it because I don't want any of you to watch this, but the chick that comes with the revenge plot, she comes in, Leatherface sticks the chainsaw in her while it's on.
Fantastic.
Picks her up.
Yep.
Turns it on and she's like getting cut up. Like, I think it's like, you're dead.
And then she does something, right?
Then he fucking launches her.
Don't tell me she's still alive.
She dies.
Okay.
But then at a vital point, because the writers clearly wrote themselves into a corner and didn't know how to get out. So they're like, oh, the chick we threw over the street, bang, she's got a shotgun and starts shooting him. I'm like, what?
Wait. This is not the chick that just got chainsawed.
No, it is the chick that got chainsawed.
No way.
Picked up.
What?
All her weight is on the chainsaw. He turns it on and he's cutting her insides up and dead. Then he throws her off the chainsaw and then she's dead. She's on the floor. She's dead.
Oh,
but
God.
then she does the whole bang, bang. Yeah,
do that again. I'm going to do your revival. No, this is the revival face. Do the revival face, please. Look directly into the camera and do it. Oh, bang. Now that reminds me of something else, Austin. That doesn't remind me of a revival face, Moss. Sorry, continue.
What you do in your free time is yours. But then she does that, and then
I'm crying.
There's another scene where the main character They crash the car that they're trying to get away in.
Yeah.
And she gets a pole stuck through her that impales her to the car. Don't cut back to that. The main chick's running away. Her sister's running away, and Leatherface is chasing her with a chainsaw. And she could have outrun him because he's lugging a chainsaw.
Yeah.
She could have outrun him easily, but she decides to turn around. She knows the gun that she's holding is empty, turns around, tries to shoot him, even though she's... fuck.
It's just a stupid movie.
It's just a stupid movie. And then the sister that was stuck in the car somehow got out, comes in a vital time, and then she has every opportunity to kill him, but she swipes up with the chainsaw and smacks him into a puddle of water. And then they're like, oh, yes, we saved the day. We're driving away. And then they set the destination on the Tesla that they have there. And then as they're driving away, Leatherface comes back, rips her out of the car, and then just slices her head off with a chainsaw. And the sister can't do anything because the electric car is set to its destination, so it's pulling away. And then we're led to believe that that is the end. And Leatherface lives on.
Does he actually, bro? Like I was saying, bro, this is like Halloween. There's some movies that should just stay dead.
Yep.
And they shouldn't reboot. And especially the previous. Have you seen the new Halloween films?
I saw the most recent one.
Okay, no. Yeah, how fucking shit was that?
Yeah, that was.
It was so bad. It was such filler. It was like it was no point for the movie to be even be made.
Absolutely.
Cash cow. The first one was all right, and then you got the one coming out next week or this week. Halloween Ends. Some franchises should just stay dead, and for some reason they
keep rebooting them,
and they always end up for some reason being horror films.
It's terrible.
Another thing I wanted to mention is I saw this week that there's this horror film that's just released. I don't know if you've seen this, but it's like 100% on Rotten Tomatoes, but it's so like gruesome and scary that it's making people pass out in the cinemas.
I've heard about this.
Let me try find it for you.
I think it's called Terrifier. Terrifier 2.
Terrifier 2.
It is that one, right? Because it's got that clown.
Yeah. Several fans have reported fainting and vomiting during theatrical showings.
Yeah, but they say that, but then do these people have pre-existing conditions going in? They were like, oh, I might feel a bit under the weather today, so I might go watch a movie.
They should have like a warning before they start the movie, like they have on roller coasters. Don't go on here if you're pregnant, high blood pressure, etc., etc.
It's just, that's...
Or maybe they're purposely inviting those people to this showing so they can get headlines like this to make people watch the actual film.
Exactly.
Genius!
Hey, it's a good marketing tactic.
There you go.
I'll give them that.
So I'm guessing you wouldn't recommend watching the Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
No. If you want to take me on and like, how bad could it be? Please watch it, but please save yourself the time. Like, I know I've just spoiled the shit out of it, but please, like, you will see this and go, okay, Austin, you were right, but it sucks.
Which you rarely are right. So I will happily take your word on this. I'm joking, of course. I'm joking.
So Texas Chainsaw Massacre I watched. I also started watching House of the Dragon as well, the Game of Thrones prequel. Thank you, Lockie. But it's really, really good.
I've heard
Matt Smith is phenomenal.
I've also heard people have not reacted well to the change of actors. Sorry. Apparently people...
I'm not up to that part yet.
My bad. Did I just spoil something for you?
I read that that's a thing though.
Fantastic.
So no stress in that aspect. But I've heard about that, but I'll get there. We'll see.
You know the main chick's Aussie?
I did.
And now she's starring. She's already got like big roles. You know, production companies must see... It's so smart. They must see these actors getting cast in these things that they must have to predict that it's going to do well.
Yeah.
And then they cast them in something before that's even out. Yeah. Because she's already starring like in a lead role in another film. And you would never have seen her in a lead role.
She's phenomenal as well.
She is.
She's really good.
Millie Alcock or something. Yeah, cool. But fair enough. Good stuff with the Chainsaw Massacre.
Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Don't recommend. House of Dragons. I recommend. I've watched the first 2 episodes. Good.
What do you rate for the Texas Chainsaw Massacre?
What's half?
Okay, so half out of 5.
Half out of 5.
And House of Dragon so far, what are we saying?
House of Dragon so far, I give it a 7, just because like the setup is real good at the moment. Nothing has happened as of yet, but I've left on a bit of like a cliffhanger character introduction.
Has there been a dragon?
There's been a couple already.
So for a non-Game of Thrones fan, I'm sorry, I'm not saying it's bad, I just haven't seen it. How would you invite me to come watch this? I'll take it.
Well, I haven't watched too much of it to really go, if you like this and blah, 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 blah. But like, I don't know, if you liked Game of Thrones, watch this, I suppose.
What if I don't like? I'm joking. I'm not going to do that again.
Shut your mouth. Shut your mouth.
Ballers. All right, cool. Well, my wrap up for the week.
I'm excited to hear. Please, I'm excited to hear.
Yeah, cool. It is The Offer. Have you heard of The Offer on Paramount Plus?
The series about making of The Godfather.
So I got recommended to this by my boss at work. Also
Shout
got
out
recommended.
Josh's boss.
Shout out my boss. And I got recommended to by Lexi as well.
There you go.
And
this is right up her alley, actually.
Yeah,
Gangsters and shit.
dude, yeah, literally. Hey, but I'll tell you why it's more up her alley. Is because it's the behind the scenes making of
The Godfather,
one of the biggest films of all time, and it's, dude. I watched the first. I think I'm like in 2 episodes in, right? And I watched the first episode. I'm like, I'm drawn in.
Tried to figure out what was in your B-reel with Miles Teller, because I saw Miles Teller. I was like, what is he watching?
Dude.
He's in that. Yeah, okay.
Dude. I honestly think it's going to be up there in my list of top TV shows.
Shit,
and I'm
okay.
an episode and a half in.
How many episodes are there?
10.
Oh, shit, only 2 episodes.
They're all an hour though.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Which I don't usually do, but I'm drawn in. It's got
Cool.
a cracking cast, but this is what it is, right? So, The Offer is Al Rudy's experience of making the 1972 film The Godfather with Francis Ford Coppola, right? Leading the way on The Offer is Miles Teller as Albert S. Rudy. And Teller is, best known for Whiplash, the Divergent series. Let's skip that. And Top Gun Maverick, which he absolutely shined in. Also starring in this series, we have Matthew Goody as producer, Robert Evans, head of Paramount Productions, Juno Temple and Ted Lasso as Hollywood agent Betty McCart, Giovanni Ribisi, oh god, I've butchered that, Giovanni Ribisi, as notorious mobster Joe Colombo, and he is boss of the Colombo crime family, one of the 5 families of the American Mafia in New York City.
Hey.
Dan Fogler from Fantastic Beasts as director, Francis Ford Coppola. We got a whole bunch of other people. I'm not going to bore you with it. Basically, it's about the creation of The Godfather.
Right.
And a lot of stuff that I didn't know that actually went into the making of this. They had the freaking mafia breathing down their throats to try and not get this film made.
No, I heard about that.
Yeah. It's 57% on Rotten Tomatoes, but that, I saw that, and I think, I know I hate this, but I think that's part of the reason why I didn't watch it straight away. But if I just digged a little deeper, it has a 95% audience score and an 8.7 IMDb. 8.7.
That's pretty good.
For IMDb. IMDb, if you want to check ratings, don't listen to Rotten Tomatoes. Go to IMDb. They're the most trusted source
100%
when it comes to ratings. But let me preface, I hated The Godfather. Have you seen it?
I watched half of it and turned it off because this is the most boring movie I've ever seen in
Right?
my life.
And I think I fell asleep during the middle of it. But you know what? We respect
That
it.
wedding at the start, bro. I fell asleep through that. Woke up and it was still going.
Literally. And how long does it go for? Like 3-4 hours?
It's like a 3-hour film.
And like, cool, you can do a 3-hour film, but make it entertaining for fuck's sake. Don't just be talking the whole time through. It's literally dialogue the whole way through. People are going to murder me for this because there is a little bit of action, but to me, that's all I heard because I was zoned out the whole time. It was just so fucking boring. I'm sorry. So boring. So
goes into that rant he had like 2 months ago about old films and how we're supposed to like them.
I just don't like them. When did I have an English accent?
Always.
I just don't like them. Oh, come on. But I had The Godfather. It was boring, but this, I've watched 1.5 episodes and it's already better than the whole fucking Godfather movie. I love it because it gives, I think you would love it as well, a behind the scenes on how things are run. I know it's fictionalized and stuff, but it's fascinating to see how old Hollywood was run, and especially Paramount, because Paramount holds a close, what's it called? I hold Paramount close to my heart because it's a company that that is the boss of my company.
Yes.
So basically, I'm owned by Paramount.
There you go.
So it's interesting to see who was the head of Paramount at that time, but also what it's like in the industry with all these massive, massive egos, people, you know, that are trying to get this film made, people that don't want this film to be made. But also what I really found fascinating, and I'm only on ep 2, is they go through basically the pitching process for a movie like this, which is fascinating, you know. Did you know The Godfather was a book?
Nope.
It was a book written by this guy, and it was the producers. He only had one film under his belt before he made The Godfather, and he just got hired by Paramount, wanted to make a name for himself. The Godfather was the #1 best-selling book at that time. The Italians hated it, or the Italian mafia and the crime, you know, New York City ring. They hated it because they thought it was disrespectful to Italians and stuff like that. And
Damn.
yeah, and they just, you don't want to go up against the mafia, but the producer did. You know, the mafia, I won't spoil it for you, but was sending some warning shots their way, but they were just like, let's keep making it. Let's keep full steam ahead. But let me go back. The pitching process and how, you know, you go about it, because every time, every pitch is different in the industry. And luckily, well, not luckily, but we haven't had that thing. Like, we've had assessments and stuff where we've tried to pitch and stuff. But it really, again, this nails down on you got to know someone in the industry. It's about who you know, not
100%,
what you know.
100%.
And these guys are all connected and stuff. It's just super interesting, and truly brings out the reality of behind the scenes filmmaking and the craziness that goes on. But instead of deterring me from wanting to become a filmmaker, it just made me want to do this even more.
100%.
Even especially producing, because it's from the perspective of Miles Teller, who's playing the producer.
Right.
And all the struggles he goes through. But God, I know he's getting, you know, shot at by the mafia, but fuck, I want to still do this. It just makes me want to be producer even more, makes me want to get into the industry even more, which is why I think you like it and I think you respect it, because I don't know, it just did something, drew me in, and we can kind of connect to it more than some people can when it comes to the industry. And I really, really like it, and I really, really recommend it. It's got a great cast, like I said, and it's interesting as well for me because I'm adapting a book, and them actually literally talking through what they should cut out, what should they keep in, and you know, the discussions on how they're making this adaptation. It really hits home right now because that's exactly what I've been doing.
100%.
But it's just fascinating to see what else has gone on, and I'm only 2 eps in. And I'm going to watch the rest.
Out of 10.
And out of 10 right now, I'll give it a 8.
Damn.
8 out of 10, which 4 out of 5. 4 out of 5.
Gang.
Go watch it. It's on Paramount Plus. Sign up for Paramount Plus and you help me. Not only as a, you know, podcast host, but also as a employee. So only $8.99 if you sign up for Paramount Plus right now, and you get a free 7 days.
Type
you know,
in code
to
Josh
trial it
Urquhart,
out.
the Magic Man, for a 10% off discount.
There you go, boss. But there was a movie that we have both seen this week, and it's been a bit of a lead up to seeing it, and for us to finally talk about it on this podcast, because we did dedicate a whole episode to the drama behind it.
The Wild Wild West.
We have seen Don't Worry, Darling. Let's get the applause on that. Oh, what? They cleared this? There we go.
Technical difficulties on this podcast, ladies and gentlemen. I apologise.
There we go. So I will give them a rundown on what it's about. Then, Austin, you can take us away with your thoughts.
Please.
In the 1950s, Alice and Jack live in an idealized community of Victory, an experimental company townhouse that houses the men who work on a top-secret project. While the husbands toil away, the wives get to enjoy the beauty, luxury, and debauchery of their seemingly perfect paradise. However, when cracks in her idyllic life begin to appear, exposing flashes of something sinister lurking below the surface, Alice can't help but question exactly what she's doing in Victory!
Oh my God. Holy moly. You match, though, the masculinity in the film, though.
Whoa!
No, like the shouting and shit.
Yes,
that's what I meant.
Yes.
Not the fucking masculinity.
Not the toxic masculinity.
No, not at all.
My God, we have a lot to go into. Austin, take us away.
Okay, so there was a point in this film where I actually, I kind of had that moment where I was like, wait, no, I'm in a movie theater right now. This isn't real. It's like I was so immersed in this film, man, that I kind of just And again, for a film to do that to me, like I was just so immersed, I forgot that I existed for a minute there. And then I kind of just went, okay, like no, I'm back. Like it's good. I'm in a theater. Like
that's a great film right there.
Yeah. And then I was like, all right, I am in. So I was so intrigued by the mystery of this film. I was so intrigued as to where things were going. I was actually kind of like, like, oh shit, what's going to happen here? Like, oh Jesus, like, oh God. But then, and then I had these people behind me in the cinema, and I was like, kept looking at Beth going, these people, shut the fuck up.
Dude, that was Lexi went and saw it and said her viewing experience was ruined by people in the cinema just laughing and talking.
Well, that's the thing is like, that's what I don't like about going to the cinema sometimes these days. I love going to the cinema like date night with Beth and stuff like that. I love doing it.
Why you got to do it midday by yourself.
That's what I mean. Like when I've gone midday by myself, there's no one talking. There's no one laughing. There's no fucking teenagers coming in screaming and shit.
Yeah.
I just, it does my head in with these people like, oh, did someone see that? Did you guys see that? There was a face. Did you see this? What's this mean? What's that mean? I just want to like, shut up. Watch the movie. It'll explain it. Anyway, to the actual film. There was like things that I was thinking about through the film. I was like, oh, they haven't touched on this in a while, but why? And then I was like, oh, okay, that'll come full circle. Mm-hmm. And then, when a certain thing happens in the film, I was like, oh, okay, like, why are we seeing this? And then, that gets explained and you're like, oh.
Yeah.
And then Josh's review for it on Letterboxd puts it in perspective.
What did I say? Yep. Gaslighting the movie.
I laughed when I saw that because then I listened to a review on one of the podcasts I listened to and they said, this is gaslighting the movie. I was like,
literally the whole movie, man.
And then that's the thing. And then you see like, you had no right to do what you did. And like, you have no right to do what you're doing. And then, the only kind of little knock I have on the film is that the ending itself, like not the reveal and stuff, because that was like, I was like, whoa.
Yep.
But the ending, I was kind of like, oh, they could have like, touched on it a bit more.
Yep.
But then you're just kind of led to believe like, everybody knows now kind of deal.
Yep.
I won't say anything to spoil it, but like
spoiler free.
Like everybody's supposed to know. And I was kind of like, oh, granted how she's been acting, I kind of expected Alice to sort of, oh, this is happening, I've just remembered or something like that, the ending was a little bit, I was like, oh, is that the end? And then, but the entire way through, I was enthralled with the story and enthralled with Florence Pugh's performance. And
she's incredible, man.
I thought Harry Styles did okay. Like Harry Styles did well, but like,
I'm saving I have similar points to you, but I'm letting you get it all out.
Chris Pine is so menacing, man.
He's such a good actor.
So menacing, and he's really good. But there was a point in the film where I was like, I don't know if that's a bit of a spoiler, actually. I might save that.
Okay.
But I was kind of like, okay, this is heading a bit familiar territory with a similar film that Florence Pugh's been in.
Midsommar?
Yeah. I was kind of like,
okay. Yes. Okay. Oh my God.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I was like, as soon as he's doing this big speech, I was like,
I'm on like we're a bit of deja vu right now.
I'm on to you, buddy.
Yeah.
And then, although that's just given, but at the same time, I forgot that Gemma Chan was in this. And when she popped up, I was like, where have I seen Gemma Chan?
Yeah.
There you go.
Eternals, right? Yeah. Fantastic performance.
But no, everybody in this is absolutely
incredible cast.
Yeah. The aesthetic of the film as is beautiful.
That's what I've heard the most about, like positively. If people can agree on something about this film, it's the production design 100%. And the costume design.
Definitely.
Dude, insane.
There was a point in the film though where like the cars are driving towards somewhere and I'm like, just slam on your brakes. And she did. Exactly. Thank God. And so
did you write this film?
Yes, I did.
Okay, brilliant.
But no, and another thing I just wanted to touch on, Olivia Wilde is amazing.
She is.
As an actor, director.
Man, and it is hard to act and direct at the same time, so props to her, man.
I want to know I want to be on a set where that happens. I want to watch it unfold because I want to see like, the difference between acting and directing at the same time because it must take a lot, man.
Well, man, I can say as an actor-director myself from that one scene I did, it is quite hard and quite difficult. But look, I only had a little cameo in my film, so I can't speak for Olivia Wilde. But, I would say it's very difficult and takes a lot of experience of being around actors and being around directors to get a hand on that.
But what are your thoughts on
Well, I have a lot.
Please.
So people can't agree on this film. As we know, I think it was always going to be criticized due to the lead up, and
absolutely
people came in with preconceptions about this film, which I think ruins people's view. If you come in with a certain preconception, like, I'll tell you what icks me the most, and my biggest ick when it comes to movie viewing is when people go in with an idea of, I'm going to hate this film, and then come out and just destroy it. Yeah. Because it doesn't leave any room for, open-minded, a chance for the movie to change their mind.
Exactly.
And I think that's what has really ruined this movie for the majority of people. But definitely. I went into this movie very excited to see it, and I can say I left the theater quite pleased.
Same. I left in a great mood.
Great mood. And the one talking point I'm getting a lot from people that have seen is Harry Styles. Now, I just want to say, he did great.
Yes.
For his first lead role,
100%.
He did great. And the reason I think maybe it feels a bit off is because he was in a cast of stars.
100%.
Stars. You put him in a movie that doesn't have a cast of absolute A-class, A-listed actors, he will be a shining light in that film.
Yes.
But because he was in, a film with Florence Pugh, who was arguably given the best performance of her life.
100%.
Chris Pine, menacing as all hell. Gemma Chan, as you said. Nick Kroll, doing amazing. You're going to get a bit bombarded with star power.
100%.
Your performance can go overlooked and get kind of pushed down.
I imagine there'd be a layer of sort of pressure as well, granted that the director of the film is also acting as well.
Yep.
So if you're acting alongside her at any time, she'd be like, no, fuck, cut, what is that? Like, bro, Harry, come on, man. Like, what is this?
Harry!
Like, what are you doing?
Yeah, exactly.
Come on, man. Like,
exactly. And I also, my favorite scene from that movie is Harry Styles' acting. I'm going to try to give this away non-spoilers, but when he's in the car and having an absolute meltdown, like, I'm sorry. And he just goes nuts.
Yep.
I saw the emotion there. That was his shining moment of the film. And for me, that was the best scene in the whole film, with probably the best acting in that film. And guess what? It came from Harry Styles.
There you go.
And, people are going again with the preconception that Harry Styles, this kind of pop star that you can't see him any differently to just the biggest pop star in the world, that again ruins their viewing, because that's what they're seeing. They're seeing Harry Styles, the pop star. So when they see him try to act, they can't help but fucking laugh and make fun of him in the cinemas. Go into this movie with a complete open mind, clean slate, and I think you will enjoy it.
Yes, 100%.
And if, I know we've kind of not done it justice with talking about the drama leading up to it, but avoid the drama.
Exactly. Separate it.
Like, you don't need to with this. And I think Harry Styles did incredible. And, I'm excited to see what he does with, upcoming roles that he has in My Policeman, coming up with obviously returning in the Eternals, if they do the sequel to that. But great job, Harry Styles.
Absolutely. I wanted to touch on that as well, because like you said, a lot of people are saying, going to the cinemas and laughing at him because they can't separate, like, he's a terrible actor because he's a pop star, like you pointed out.
Yeah.
I want everybody to just separate the two. Like, people can do multiple things.
Exactly.
Just separate it, man. Like, it's not
just
hard.
Separate it.
Even the drama leading up, like you just said, separate it and
this was his first role. Cut him some slack.
Exactly.
Fuck.
Exactly. But when you guys watch this and get to that scene where he has a breakdown, you will be like, okay, He's done his work.
Chops. He's done his preparation.
100%. Because that would have been hard, man.
Hard.
Especially with one of the greatest actresses. Like, also having a breakdown next to you. And you got to match that energy. Oh, that scene was just, I felt it. I was like, oh, my God.
It was beautifully shot as well.
Yes.
Another thing I want to touch on. So, people also, again, with the drama that's going on, people will do anything to put this film down. And what you'll probably see is that I'm touching on people's criticism to then form my points. Another criticism is that this is just Olivia Wilde trying to do a Jordan Peele kind of situation, or like who else does these kind of movies? Like Nolan and shit like that. Bro, she does it fine. Like, it's a good twist. It's a good, like, of course, maybe it could have been executed a bit better, but it's still a good film overall, you know?
Something you definitely don't see coming.
Exactly. I didn't see it coming. People are also giving criticism that it's a bit of a, this doesn't spoil it, but like, oh, wake up and it's all a dream. It's not the twist, but it's like, that's what people are saying. And I'm like, not really.
Yeah,
if they
exactly.
you know what I'll say? If they stopped at the twist and didn't show what happens after the twist, then I would have maybe had a different what's it called? A different perception on this film, because that twist, look, people are saying it's a cop out. I don't think it's a cop out. I just think it's a different type of conclusion to a movie, right?
Yeah.
But I liked how they continued after that and didn't just stop and end on the twist, and they showed what happened after, the consequences of the twist, what happens afterwards, and I think that really did it for me and pushed it up a couple stars for me.
100%.
The twist in itself was decent. It was decent.
No, I agree. Definitely something I didn't see coming.
Yep, right. And that's, I think, no matter what the twist is, as long as you don't see it coming, I think it's done its job.
100%.
What else do I have to say about this film? Florence Pugh, incredible. Amazing. Like I said, what you touched on, the cast was just star-studded, incredible. The one touch I can kind of critique was that fucking tune she was whistling in every scene. Like, it got a bit much.
It did.
Like, but every time.
That was another thing that was absolutely phenomenal about this, was the music. Was the music.
Oh my God, dude. And were you in the cinemas and the bass?
Yes.
Shaking. And it wasn't even music. It was just pure bass.
What scene was it where she's driving and it's sort of like action-y kind of music, but then when they get into the open desert, bro, that gave me goosebumps.
Yes.
I'm thinking about it now. I'm getting goosebumps. That gave me goosebumps.
Yeah.
That sound, the
music and the sound design was absolutely top notch.
Yep, 100%.
And I rate the fuck out of it, man.
Yes.
The cinematography, amazing. Production design, amazing. Costume design, amazing. Cast, amazing. I give this film a 4 out of 5.
I gave it a 5 just because like I said, I forgot that I existed for a minute. I was in this world. I was part of it. And then I kind of went, oh shit, yeah, I'm like, hang on.
People will do anything to put this movie down and shit on the performances purely because of the drama that was done. I have a question for you though. Do you reckon Shia LaBeouf would have done a better job?
I can't imagine, given what Harry did, Shia doing.
I reckon, look, Harry did awesome. I reckon Shia would have added another level to it.
Well, because he obviously brings experience to the role.
But it is what it is, and Harry did a good job.
Exactly.
But I do think if Shia... Oh, man, Shia's a great actor.
He is.
Yeah.
He is. I mean, one of his most underrated performances, and I don't know if you've seen it. Have you seen Honey Boy?
No.
Dude, watch that. Watch Shia perform in that, man. Wow.
What is his thing about spreads and movie titles with spreads? The Peanut Butter Falcon... Wait, what did you just say?
Honey Boy.
Honey, like, what?
That's a good one. I was like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah.
No, but like, I reckon, because I did think to myself while I was watching, I was like, what would Shia have looked like?
The intensity.
And yeah, with the intensity he needed to bring, he would have brought it in spades.
The people were also criticizing the chemistry between Harry and Florence. What do you reckon about that?
Dude.
Yeah, it was fine.
It was perfect.
It was cute.
It was cute.
It was a cute relationship.
They were in love.
And
it was,
people are saying it felt kind of weird. The whole movie's fucking weird. Yeah. So it's like it goes with the movie. Like,
exactly.
If you're gonna criticize anything, don't criticize that. Criticize the fucking tune she keeps singing in each scene. Sorry, and that annoyed me, but got over it. Overall, go see it. Good film.
Strong recommend.
Strong recommend. The next segment, the progress.
Oh, baby.
I will start because I don't have that much. I'll just run through because I know you have a lot to say. My progress for the last 2 weeks, because last week we did the episode with you and Cooper. Yes. Very good episode. Go watch it if you haven't. We run through Austin's film, finally revealed. The crowdfunding is still up. So if you want to go see, it's in our link tree, in our Instagram bio. Stain, Indiegogo. Go contribute.
100%.
But this week, what did I do? Actually, let me get up my checklist for you. So in terms of your film, all I've done is chase people. Basically, that's what I'm doing at the moment. Chase people for their emergency information forms. Again, just make sure everybody's on time with everything as we're getting closer to lead up to the shooting date.
Absolutely.
Making sure you have locked in people for dates and stuff like that. So gave you some dates and you've filled them out. You've locked people in. You've locked in meetings, everything, which was perfect. In terms of my film, well, I've been updating my Bible because Lockie has come in clutch.
Oh, he has.
With some concept art.
Oh, yes.
And I can't show you guys yet, but holy shit. Actually, I'll show you a little piece. So Dylan, remind me to send you a photo and I'll show you a non-spoilery piece of concept art that he's created. And it is beyond belief. I actually cried when Lockie sent it to me. And my mate actually...
and then called me.
Yes, that's right. I called you straight away.
Yes.
Called you straight away. But I cried because it's unexplainable seeing something that is in your head, that has been written down, come to life.
Yes.
And it still gets me every time, even with Two's a Lesson, like seeing concept art or just seeing my vision come to life. It does something to you. It's unlike anything. And seeing these concept arts is exactly what I imagined. And, I do give myself props for preparing the fuck out of pre-production because it made Lockie's job easier, who, by the way, did it out of his own kindness. I didn't even ask.
Above and beyond.
Above and beyond. I've sent the script to him and he was like, Josh, I fell in love with the script. Can I do concept art for you?
I need to read it. I'm so sorry.
Austin. I'm joking. It's all good. Take your time. But he then created a massive, concept art and it's absolutely incredible. So I've been updating the Bible with that. He's still working on a couple pieces, and then with that Bible, what my plan is to do from there is to send it to my composer over in Italy with the finalized script. So I've given myself to the end of November to work and touch it and make sure that it's all good and lock it off by the 1st of November. I've got great feedback from people at the moment. I got feedback from Lexi, I got feedback from Fetty, got feedback from people at work, got feedback from Mum, and I've touched up here and there pieces of the script and,
nice.
Just made it better because, you got to give it to external people. I think it's really good to give it to people that have nothing to do with film and also good to give it to people that have everything to do with film because they give you two totally different perspectives about the audience that are watching and reading and will eventually watch the film. Yeah. And that's why trying to send to as many people as possible. We have a meeting next week with our old screenwriting teacher, which is insane. So hopefully I will get him to give me some feedback, which will be absolutely amazing that we still can do that with those old contacts because he's a proper professional screenplay writer. And hopefully we'll get him on the podcast as well. I want to try send it to Brendan and see if he'll have a read through of it. I don't know if he will. They're both really busy guys.
100%,
But just trying to do that. And I think what I have planned for the rest of the week is I'm going to create a pre-production plan for just to kind of wrap my head around.
The Magic Man.
Fuck, sorry. Bleep that out, Dylan. Bleep. I just revealed the title again. That was good. You caught that. That was good because that was just going to go straight through.
Oh my gosh.
So I'm going to create a pre-production. I thought you got excited for the pre-production. Pre-production. No, it's because I spoiled the movie. Just bleep that out. Don't cut this out, but bleep that out. I'm going to create a pre-production plan on what I am expecting the future of this process to look like.
Yep.
So I can aim towards filming. My kind of goals, I reckon, is to be filming by April, May. I don't know how.
Nice.
Viable, and I don't know how viable that is. Got to talk to my producer about that. What does that give me? January, February, March, April. Okay, maybe realistically May, June, just because it's going to take a lot of pre-production. I'm probably going to do a couple months of fundraising.
Oh yeah. Have to.
Yeah, have to. And going to do a lot because I have so many characters to cast, which means so many rehearsals. Yeah. Okay, June. That's what I'm
definitely
going to lock it in for June.
But you want to be more, I know you're going to be as prepared as possible.
Yeah, dude. And I'm just, that's another thing this concept art does is fuels you with motivation, but also gives a guide for people, especially the production designer, the costume designer, to work around and, a place to start. And I'm really excited, and hopefully, June is what it's looking like. But, I'm hoping to keep the budget under 20K. Or 20K itself, and I think that's a good budget to aim towards.
Definitely is.
What else have I done? I think that's basically it, man. With my progress, I've literally been so busy, but I'm also doing a lot to do with this podcast and the future with this podcast. We've been talking about what the future looks like with this podcast. Go ahead.
Should be very, very proud of yourself, sir.
Thank you, boss. But yeah, it's all about kind of I want to be as prepared, but again, before I bring people on to this project, but I also want to make sure I get the script done by November, fully lock it off, as well as the finalized Bible to send to the right people to 100%. Get them involved.
Well, because that's, as you taught me, that's vital.
Yeah.
Bible's vital.
It is, to share your vision, man.
Yeah, share your vision, and then, I still find it surreal now that people are saying back to me what I intended, and you did it with Two's a lesson, and you're going to do it again, and it's just boss. A surreal feeling.
Exactly. And I was saying to Lockie today, because I was just trying to get the, download the concept arts individually. I was like, bro, I've added it to the Bible, and the Bible looks incredible. And I'm like, I could pitch this to Paramount right now.
Definitely.
That's my aim, by the way. So I'm putting this out there. I'm going to try pitch this to Paramount eventually, because I'm in the kind of business. But try and pitch it to them. Try and get in the room with the right people. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. I say I have a cracking short film. Exactly. Maybe it'll get picked up later on. You never know. But super excited to get it done.
Take somebody to know somebody, and exactly. Then somebody be like, I know that somebody, and then you picked up.
Mate, that's how the business works, and exactly. Couldn't be more excited. But yeah, that's it for me, man.
Sick.
Austin, the progress for your film, what are we looking at? I'm excited to hear about it.
Okay, so I want to take it back 2 weeks, and no, not 2 weeks, 1 week, and really go into the crowdfunding is still up. Mm-hmm. That was a massive part of the progress, and it is still progressing. So please stay in short film on Indiegogo on our socials as well to find the link to share the link or donate a few some spare change.
Yeah, exactly. And there'll be a post coming out this week as well,
absolutely.
Promoting it. So keep an eye out.
So keep an eye out for that. So the crowdfunding is progressing quite well, and a lot of people at work have come up to me and be like, wow, it's amazing how much you raised, all that kind of stuff. Can't wait to see it, and it's really humbling to get that feedback and stuff like that. Family's really supportive as well. Friends and family really supportive. Couldn't be any more grateful. So there's that. But this week, a lot has happened.
What are we at, though, with the crowdfunding?
With the crowdfunding, we're at 53%.
All right, cool. Still a while to go, my friend.
Exactly. But we'll get there. We'll definitely get there. I have every shred of confidence we'll get there. And with this week, I have had a very, very productive week. Amazing. A lot of things I needed to tackle have been tackled. Some calls that were needed to have been had.
Tell me about them.
So on Tuesday night, I had a head of department camera crew call.
Who was on it?
Teague, Hattie, Dan, and Lockie Laws.
Beautiful.
Hattie Haddad, Dan Kogola, and Lachlan Laws.
Beautiful.
And basically, it was like a meet and greet for Teague. And I totally forgot that Teague went to JMC as well. And then when he bought that, I was like, oh my God, that's right, he did. So it's an entire JMC affair, and everybody's getting on. And now that is the hub of communication for these boys. And a lot of it's going to be, it's going to progress more once we do the recce this Sunday.
Cool.
And, Teague was talking to Lockie about the lighting setups, all that kind of stuff. Talking to Hattie and Dan about their...
They all get along?
They all get along. It was all good. Sweet. About their AD kits and stuff like that, what they're going to bring to set and all that kind of stuff. And that's taken off. So I'm happy and pleased with that. And then Teague called me after the call, started going on about, potentially doing... tests. Lens tests, some test shoots.
Don't know if we'll have a lot of time.
That's what I said.
But he can either do it whilst we're blocking.
Yeah.
Or we can set aside another day for him to, 1 day of test shoots.
That's exactly what I said we were going to talk about. So, there's that. So we're going into the process of organising that. So the camera side of everything and the camera lighting is really taking off. So that's good.
What time's the recce this Sunday again?
10 a.m.
Beautiful.
So... another thing that I'm really, really excited for is my man Lockie, again, has come through with the official poster The official poster, which we'll put up on our YouTube. It'll be now.
Right now.
It'll be up. It is so good looking.
Have you added the glow?
The glow had been added.
What? Can I see? Bro.
You can. So,
was I right? Did the glow add to it?
It did add to it.
Fuck
It definitely did. Oh, he put it in a Google Drive, actually. Where is he? Lachlan Miller. Here we go.
Lockie's just out, bro. Everybody that has seen the concept art and everything Lockie's made, they're like, bro, he needs to be doing this
100%. I agree. He sent me a whole bunch of it as well, like concept art and stuff. Yeah. But then feast your eyes on... Come on, load. What are you doing? Come on. There you go.
Yes.
Right.
Much better. Were those sparkles in there before?
No.
Yeah, that's perfect. You know what you could actually know.
And the text on it gives me Get Out vibes, and I'm all for it. I'm all for it.
I tell you what would be cool.
Ooh.
It would be really cool if you add like some lightning to show like it's a fucking storm and like avoid it. But that's cool. Very good.
Yeah, so we'll post that up for everybody to see.
Is that vortex? You got to make sure that vortex and that light is going to be purple.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, bet.
Because you went off the concept art of your kitchen. Remember the light coming out was purple?
I'm so excited to see how this turns out for you, man.
So am I. So that's that. Lockie also sent a whole bunch of concept art as well.
Pause for a second.
Mace Windu has entered the chat.
Vortex, baby.
But so that was another really, really positive shining light in this week. But the one that I'm most excited about is the final piece of the puzzle. We finally locked in a first AD.
Finally
locked in a first
Hell
AD.
Yeah.
His name is Lucas Howard. He's from Afters.
Oh.
He's from Afters.
We love Afters.
And, we do love Afters.
We do.
But yeah,
Respect.
I was put onto him by a girl that I know through Beth, who is in the film game as well.
Look, say it's about who you know.
Exactly right.
Fantastic.
And then she put me on to him, and then we had a phone call last night. He sounds really excited to be on the project. He's cleared didn't clear his schedule. He checked his schedule. And he was
one day that we
clear
needed
for the shoot, and he's really excited.
How old is he?
I'd say our age.
Our age? Well, I mean, you're like
Shut up, you dickhead. Between you and I, he has experience. He said he's AD'd a whole bunch of films, and that's what he wants to do. So
really,
we're in good hands. And even Monique Placco,
I've got to meet him.
Thank you so much.
Send me his contact. I'll get him a message. Right?
Definitely will do. She said your film is in more than capable hands. He's a gun. So I'm so excited that Lucas is on board, and we can get to work on that respect as well.
Amazing. Yep.
And in terms of progress as a whole, crowdfunding, official poster, first AD, camera stuff's taken off. A lot of stuff has happened.
That is so good. And that's why, bro, this is why I wanted like that extra hour or 45 minutes after here, so we could just go through everything and just see what we have to do up until filming. And I'll give you some dates for like the camera tests and stuff that we can lock in. It just makes me, as a producer, just makes me feel a lot better when I know what we're aiming towards, what's happening, because we did this but way earlier. Now we have proper things. We got to see who we're going to chase, what needs to be done, that's why I wanted that 45 minutes.
Oh, sorry, another thing as well. Sorry, Lauren, if you listen, Lauren's getting a style guide to me by Friday.
Perfect.
She's hard at work at the PD side of this film as well.
Now, you said the breakdown will be in the style guide. Yeah. Oh, Josh also got the style guide.
Teague did send through the style guide,
which is awesome.
Perfect,
hey.
We went over there. That was one of the main features of the call the other night, and the boys were so like.
Are they all excited?
All excited for it. And Teague had a bit of he was like, I was worried that there was going to be a lot of questions and stuff like that, but the boys could see the vision. Everybody's on board, and I was like, dude, it's exactly what I
have the best group of people on this film. That's what you need.
It's a family already.
It's a family.
I can feel it already. It's a family already.
I was rewatching what we did with Cooper because I clipped up, and it's the part where I talk about family.
Yep.
We have this family kind of vibe going on, and couldn't be more excited, man.
I couldn't be any more excited too. So 10 out of 10 week with the progress.
Beautiful.
Lots of stuff's happened. A lot of stuff is going to happen in this next week as well.
Mm-hmm.
But that's for next week's episode.
We have... Hold on, let me do some calculations here.
Calculations.
Hold on 1 second. 43 days until shoot.
Damn, that's a lot of stuff. That's a lot of progress to be had.
Lot of progress to be had, done, everything. Bro, it's looking good. We're on top of everything. I'm excited.
So am I, man.
And if you want to donate and help out, Indiegogo, Stain, you know where to find us.
Absolutely.
Anything helps, even a share, anything really.
100%.
Appreciate that. Alrighty, Austin. we're on to this last segment, the dependent variable, and it's called the dependent variable because this segment changes every week, just like the dependent variable changes in a science experiment. So, Austin, you've actually taken the reins this week with this segment.
My big boy pants on.
What are we doing?
So, this week we are going to play a game.
Yes.
And I don't have a name for it, but I saw in the the notes on our phone that it's called the Chinese Whisper.
The Chinese Whisper.
So essentially, I know probably everybody's seen it, but I thought the pre-production meeting should do it as well. But basically, we're going to noise cancel. We're going to blast music in our ears and try to read the lips of other people or the other person. And by that I mean we've each got 3 quotes from movies, and we're going to try to
lip read
and guess what they are.
So and get some juicy clips for the Instagram and TikTok.
Hopefully it's a bit of a laugh, but I'm really excited to do this. I got my 3 quotes and I was like, oh, fuck, I hope he gets them.
Fuck, this is
but I hope he doesn't at the same time. All right. You know what I'm going to do is I'm going to get you to go first. So I'll get you to put the music in your ears and blast, and I'll go first, and then, you then...
I'll do you. Yeah.
You do me, yes. You do me, I do you. You scratch my back, I scratch yours.
All right. So this is what I will be looking like.
Josh is currently setting up his music.
Yes, I'm setting up my music. Let's get some just like Eminem. I'm feeling like he's like a loud person.
Alrighty, good.
Eminem. Give me a song.
Rap God.
Rap God.
Because there's a lot of words.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Wait, are we starting?
Well, yeah.
Okay, yeah, I'm going to do this so I can't hear you even more. Oh, no, that turns off my headphone. What did I do here? Hold on. What have I done?
You guys can't tell.
Sorry.
Josh, how do you...
What?
You're like, are we going?
Okay, wait, hold on. All right.
Sorry, Dylan, that's very loud.
Wait, okay.
Can you hear me at all?
Along with it, but I can still hear you a little bit. Hold on, wait. No, I can't do that because then I can't hear you.
Well, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
No, I can't. But just like softly do it.
Yeah, okay.
But like just so they can hear.
Yeah, so you can't hear me at all.
What?
You can't hear me?
No.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
All right, this is the first quote.
Okay, wait. Have you started?
No.
Okay.
I'm going to start right
now. Okay, cool.
This is going to be fun. We can stay up late, swapping manly stories, and in the morning, I'm making waffles.
Sorry, Eminem is just blasting us. I'm going to do that again.
Okay.
Sorry. Sorry. All right, go.
All right, you can't hear me, right?
No,
all right,
I can't
I'm going
hear you.
again right
You're going now. Okay.
This is going to be fun.
Yeah.
We can stay up late, swapping manly stories, and in the morning, I'm making waffles.
Bro, that is a long ass quote. Or like, it's the start. This is fucked. All right, can you break it up for me?
Okay, yep.
Yeah. All right.
This is going to be fun.
This is going to be fucked.
This is going to be fun.
This is going to be fathers.
No.
This is going to be fun.
This
is going to be fun.
We can stay up late.
When Jack Black... This is going to be fun with Jack Black.
No.
All right.
We can stay up late.
Where we stand.
No, we can stay up late.
We can stay up late.
There you go.
This is going to be fun. We can stay up late.
Swapping manly stories.
Say that again.
Swapping.
Swarms. Say it again.
Swapping.
Swamp Thing.
No.
I don't know. This is going to be fun. We stay up late.
Swapping manly stories.
Swap the man at the door.
Swapping manly stories.
Swap the man thing stories.
Oh, you were so close.
Right, all right, go. Swap something stories.
Swapping.
Swamp Thing. Why are you talking about Swamp Thing? Swapping. Yeah?
Manly stories.
Stories.
Manly. Swapping.
Rip Des Hasler.
No.
Swapping manly stories.
There you go.
Oh, this will be fun. Staying up the night, swapping manly stories.
And in the morning,
I'm
making waffles.
I'm going to be over your wife.
I'm making waffles. There you go. So who's that?
I'm making waffles. Where is that from?
You know where that's from.
Tonight I'm going to be making waffles, staying up late and swapping manly stories,
And
making waffles.
And in the morning, I'm making
waffles. Waffles. Where is that from?
Take your headphones out.
Oh, am I done?
Yes.
All right.
So it's Donkey from Shrek.
Oh! I'm making waffles. I knew it was
In the
something
morning,
like that.
I'm making waffles.
Oh, fuck. Sorry. All right. Sorry. So 0 out of 1.
Oh my God, that is
0 out of
crack
1.
up.
Sorry. All right. You go.
right.
Talk a bit softer.
Yep, okay.
Yeah. All right.
Okay. Can't hear me?
No, I can't hear you. Just
Okay,
talk a
good,
bit
good.
softer. Yeah.
Okay. I'm going now.
You're going now.
I don't know if you've been in a fight before, but there's not usually this much talking.
I don't know if you've been in a fight before.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's the rest?
But there's not usually this much talking.
I don't think you use toilets in a fight, Austin.
No, you definitely do not. But I don't.
But I
So
softer.
I don't know if you've been in a
I
fight
don't know
before.
if you've been in a fight before.
But there's not usually this much talking.
One more time.
But there's not usually this much talking.
Yeah, no. All right, slowly.
I don't know.
I don't know if you've been in a fight before.
Yes. But
there's
not usually
there's not horses.
Fuck me. Usually. Usually.
Zooey mama.
No.
Bro, okay. I don't know if you've ever been in a fight before.
But there's not usually this much talking.
This much talking.
There you go.
The grey man.
No.
Was that the quote?
Yes, that's the quote.
I don't know if you've ever been in a fight before, but there's not usually this much talking.
Do you want me to give you a hint?
Fuck, I know what this is from. Give me a hint, don't tell me.
You want me to give you a hint?
Yeah.
It's a Marvel movie.
Oh. Wait. There's not this much talking. Sounds like something Captain America would say.
Oh, very close.
Something the Winter Soldier would say.
Warmer.
It's not the fucking TV show, is it?
Nope.
I don't know if there's not this much talking. Is it in Civil War?
It is in Civil War.
Who says it? Oh, it's when Spider-Man is fighting.
Fighting who?
Captain America.
No.
Black Panther. No. Clint Barton.
No. Keep listening, Team Cap.
Winter Soldier.
No. Who's with Winter Soldier?
Anthony Mackie.
Yes.
The Falcon.
Yes.
Yes. All right. Cool.
All right. And then we're going on to the last one now.
I need to play Screamo. I don't even listen to Screamo, but I can hear you no, I can't hear you, but just talk a bit softer.
Yeah, okay.
All right, I'm listening to
I must admit,
Screamo.
I'm shouting a bit, so I'll stop. All right. Can't hear me? All right, I'm going to talk soft.
Yeah, that's
I'm
good.
going to talk soft. I'm going to start now. There's only one rule in this fucking jungle. When
There's only one rule when you fight. All right.
There's only one. Let me finish.
Okay, sorry.
There's only one rule in this fucking jungle. When the lion's hungry, he eats.
There's only one rule in this fucking show. When the lights go out, you eat.
You were so close. There's only one rule in this fucking jungle. When the lion's hungry, he eats.
There's only one rule in this fucking show. When the lights go out, you... I don't know. One more time.
There's only one rule in this fucking jungle. When the lion's hungry, he eats.
I don't know if I can say that.
Just go. What were you going to say? There's only one rule in this fucking jungle. When the lion's hungry, he eats.
I'm literally still getting there's only one rule in this fucking show. When the lights go out, you eat. Break it up for me.
When there's only one rule in this fucking jungle.
In this fucking
jungle.
Temple.
Oh, close. Jungle.
Shayu.
Jungle.
Shayu.
Jungle book.
Shuck'em.
Jungle.
Suck'em.
Jungle.
Shayul.
Jungle.
Shire. LaBouffe.
No, fuck. How am I going to get him to get this? There's only one rule in this fucking jungle.
Shayul.
Jungle.
Shackle.
Jungle.
Shackles.
Jungle.
What is this? Shaul?
No. Jungle.
Jungle.
Yes. When the lion's hungry.
That was my quote. The gentleman. Oh my God. I had that on my list. There's only one rule in this fucking jungle. When the lion's hungry, he eats. Bro.
Yes.
How do we get the same one? That was insane.
Oh my God.
I had that exact quote.
Fuck yeah. Well, get
How?
another one
Out of
now.
all the movies in the world, we choose the same fucking quote.
Oh, that's gold. That
is
was
gold.
actually a fucking
All right.
laugh.
Austin, you're up.
Oh my God.
Do you want my headphones or you got all yours?
I've got mine.
Yeah. Bro, I can't believe you got the same one. All right, I have to think of another one now then. Just search up Screamo
I'm
on
going to put on
Spotify.
my EDM.
All right, so I got 1 out of 3.
Yes.
Alrighty, now it's my turn with my movie quotes. I'm going to have to think of another one. But Dylan, I'm sorry, and I'm sorry for the listeners at home. It got a bit loud.
I can't hear you.
I know, I can hear your music. All right. We're going now. You could not live with your own failure. So where did that bring you? Back to me.
You're not that special. Praise be.
Praise be to God, man. No. You could not live with your own failure. Where did that bring you? Back to me.
You're not the father.
I hope not.
This is actually so hard.
You could not.
You're not.
You could not.
You do not.
Could.
No. I actually don't know what you're saying.
You could not live with your own failure.
Valhalla.
No! All right.
I'm in a quiet bit of the song. Hold on.
Now, guys, if you're listening on Spotify, go on YouTube and watch this. This is hilarious. You could not live with your own failure.
You don't live with your father.
Shut up about fathers! You could not.
Don't.
Could.
Do.
Could not.
You joking.
No, I'm not joking. You could not live with your own failure. Failure.
You do not live with your failure.
Yeah, you could not live with your failure. So
You don't live with your father. Failure. Sorry, failure.
yeah, where did that bring you? Back to me.
Oh!
You got it?
You cannot live with your own failure. Where did that bring you back to me?
Yes! Very good.
Bro,
Where's that from?
Avengers Endgame.
Yeah.
Bro, this is so hard.
Bro, that was so funny.
Jesus.
That was so funny.
Wow.
All right, my next one, yeah?
Oh my God. Yeah, all right. I will not be able to hear you right.
All right. In case I don't see you later, good afternoon, good evening, and good night.
Jesus, say that again.
In case I don't see you later, good afternoon, good evening, and good night.
You're not a legend.
No.
I am a legend.
Okay, Austin. In case I don't see you later.
Slower.
In case I don't see you later. In case I don't see you later.
I don't think you can do this.
I don't think you can do this.
Hold on, quiet a bit. Go.
In case I don't see you later, good afternoon, good evening, and good night.
Oh.
You know this. Good afternoon,
You have to.
good evening,
Your evening.
good night.
You're right.
No! Good afternoon.
What have you?
Shut up. Good evening,
Your.
good night.
Hold on, I need to think for a second. I'm putting the music on pause. I cannot.
Yeah.
This is fucking hard.
Yeah. We'll give you one more go.
All right, let me put this on.
In case I don't see you, good afternoon, good evening, and good night.
Good afternoon, good evening, good night.
But what's the first part? In case I don't see you.
Oh. Good evening. Good night.
In case I don't see you. In case I don't see you.
In case I don't see you.
Yes.
Yeah.
Good evening. Good afternoon.
Yes.
Yeah. Good night.
Bro? What's the actual? Oh my days.
I have one more. I'm just going to get a random one up. Okay.
I underestimated how hard this actually is.
All right, go. Life is like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're going to get.
Lie like a person. No. Okay, judging by your face, that's not it. Hold on. Come on, get to the drop.
Come on, you're good. Life is like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're going to get.
Go again.
Life is like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're going to get.
Life is
like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're going to get.
Life is like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're going to get.
Perfect. Done.
Oh, get this music out of my ears. It hurts, man.
Oh, Dylan, I feel sorry for you having to edit around all of that.
Oh, my
but
sweet. Those headphones feel so much better.
Mate, that was...
and sound better.
Fuck, that was fun. Fuck that. We should do just a whole episode of just games one time.
Oh, my days.
Maybe with the episode with Jay and Fetty on, we'll get them just games. But fuck, man, there you go. That is the podcast for this week, guys. I hope you enjoyed that little last segment there. I'm also exhausted. Bro, we've been going for an hour and a half.
Hour 16.
Hour 16. When did we start? Oh, yeah, we start later than 3 o'clock. Yeah, cool. Alrighty. Well, that's the episode, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Austin, any last words?
No, thank you so much for listening to another episode. Stay in crowdfunding.
Yes, Indiegogo. Linktree on
our socials. Yep, and Josh and I was about to say Austin and I. Josh and I will continue to post it. And hopefully... You guys can contribute
Share the link, $1, like
goes
we said
a long
last
way.
time, a donation over a quarter pounder.
Exactly right.
Where can they find us, Austin?
No, that's your job, my good sir.
Just take it away. Where can they find us?
You can find us on Spotify and Apple Podcasts
yes.
at the pre-production meeting.
Yes, good.
We are also on TikTok, the pre-prod pod.
Yes.
And the pre-production meeting on YouTube as well.
And there's one more you forgot. Well, the social media. You forgot the main one.
Instagram.
Yeah, Instagram.
I swear I said that. I said Instagram and TikTok.
No, you just said TikTok.
Oh, Instagram as well.
There you go.
The pre-prod pod.
The pre-prod pod. There you go. Well, it's time to tie a little bow in this episode. And we will see you guys next week. Do we have we have a special one next week.
It's going to be good.
It's going to be good. This person that we're getting on, he doesn't live in Australia.
International love.
International love. Mr. Worldwide. We'll see you next week, guys. Cheers for listening.
Yeah, okay.
Dude. It is so good. Hold on.
Oh my, Dylan,
sorry.
Have fun with that.
Yeah, sorry.
Jesus. Leave that in, actually. Oh my God.
My God, bro. I haven't had a drink of water or anything. So the offer.